Hey, it's Thea Daniels with R.A.W.Vlogcast, where we keep it real, authentic, and I talk with people who are willing to share their passion. Today, I have Mitch Woods, and he is at the Blues and Soul Festival at the Washoe House. And Mitch, tell us, everybody loves you. Everybody here knows who you are. And so, what is it that got you started? Who was it that planted the seed of music in you?
Well, I was about 10 years old, and I grew up in Brooklyn, New York, and my mom used to hire the superintendent of the building to take me to first and second grade, whatever it was, and he was an African-American gentleman, and we stopped off one day at his relative's house, and somebody was playing Boogie Woogie Piano, and I heard that, and I said, no, I want to do that.
I don't want to go to school today. I want to do that.
No, I did that too. But, I said I really want to play piano, and I was very fortunate because my mom remarried my stepdad, married my stepdad, and he went out and got us a piano and everything. So that was the beginning of it. Very beginning.
So mom, dad, and family friends.
Yeah.
That is pretty
and my
awesome.
dad's name, his name was MitchRich, and had I changed my name, it would have been MitchRich. But so I call my music publishing company MitchRich Music
I love
in
it.
honor of my stepdad. Nice story.
That is a really nice story. That is a great way to start this off.
Yeah.
So, who is it that, musically wise, inspired you? You said Boogie Woogie Piano, so a couple of names pop on up, but who is it that stood out for you?
Well, the great piano players of the 30s and 40s, Meade Lux Lewis, Albert Ammons, Pete Johnson. Those were like the triumvirate great boogie players. Most people don't know about them, but boogie players know about them. And they were the greatest. But then it kept going on from there. Champion Jack Dupree and Otis Spann from Chicago, and all the New Orleans piano players, of course, Gus Longhair and Dr. John and everybody. So
The list
a lot of
goes on.
inspiration.
Yeah. And it's always been the piano. Boogie Woogie Piano.
Always the piano, yeah. Boogie Woogie, blues, New Orleans style piano.
Mm-hmm. When was the first time you went to New Orleans?
1981.
So a little
I've
while.
been going there ever since,
Yeah.
and living there for periods of time. That's my second home. Yeah.
Now you live out in the Bay Area now.
Yeah.
You kind of went bi-coastal. East Coast to West Coast,
Yeah.
South Coast.
Well, I mean, if I had moved to New Orleans first, I probably would have stayed there, but that wasn't until later in my life. But I came out here to the West Coast, and I love it, and it's a great lifestyle, and
Yes.
it's hard to beat.
Well, you got to have fabulous places to go and visit. I mean, you can't just live in it all the time. You've got to have someplace else you want to go to. Someplace else that plays great music.
True, but I mean, there's something to be said for living in New Orleans. It's just I didn't do it soon enough, so. But it's okay. I got the best of New Orleans in my career. I recorded with the Fats Domino band. And, I played with every great musician in town, so I don't feel like I missed anything really.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, can't have you missing out.
Yeah.
And you're sharing all that great stuff with us.
Okay.
I've heard this guy at Monroe Hall doing swing dance and boogie woogie and all that good stuff.
Yeah. Swing dancers love us.
Yes.
Because our stuff is great for dancing.
Yes,
I
it is.
love to see people dancing at our gigs.
I call us the enthusiasts. So it's reciprocal. You're feeding us and we're feeding you, and
Yeah.
it feels good.
Yeah, well, that's the whole thing of playing live. That was what was so difficult for the last 2 years of pandemic, is not having that outlet, I mean, I love to play live and have dancers. I want to see people dancing and having a great time.
Well, get ready to knock everybody's socks and shoes off because we are out in droves. I can't believe how much there is going on music scene-wise now. We've got to make choices. I haven't cloned myself yet.
I know the feeling.
So tell us a fun favorite story that kind of makes you feel good.
Can I get my check right away? Because I'm actually
Fun favorite story. Hey,
buddy.
how you doing?
I was looking around out there for you. I should figure you'd be in here where it's comfortable in the air conditioning.
Well, I'm in the middle of a podcast here,
Oh, well.
so give me a second.
Yes, we'll be done shortly. You can visit, sit with us.
Good to
He's
see
getting
you.
ready to tell us a story.
Oh, no, I'll listen to that.
You want a good story or a bad story?
How about, depends upon how long, maybe both. Start with the bad story.
Okay. Well, the hardest gig I ever had was we opened for Chuck Berry at the Saddle Rack down in San Jose, and we were going to be his backup band. So we opened the show. There was like 1,500 people there. The Saddle Rack is like Gillies, like the California version of Gillies. And anyway, Chuck Berry never showed up. So they said, well, we'll bring Mitch Woods and the Rocket 88 song, you know, to throw us up on stage. And the audience was pissed off. And that's when you needed the chicken wire, you know, for that kind of thing.
For the bottles and tomatoes.
Yeah.
Really?
That was a rough gig. But we turned them, you know, eventually we got them on our side.
You got them dancing.
Yeah,
And
and they were happy about it.
that's a really good bad story.
It's good that you got it both. Good, bad.
Good bad. Okay,
Good, bad,
here,
and the
now
ugly.
give us the good bad story.
That was the best.
That was the bad story. Now the good story.
The good story.
That was a good
Well-
story, getting them on their feet.
One of the best things in my career is I got to record with the Fats Domino band. And, you know, I was in New Orleans a lot, like I say, and started meeting all the musicians who play with Fats. And Herb Hardesty was the original sax player. A lot of these guys have passed away now. And I decided, well, I'd like to, you know, I started writing songs in that style. And I said, well, I'd like to do an album
Of songs that you wrote.
that I wrote.
Oh my
But
gosh.
in the Fats Domino style or
Okay.
that style. And I said, well, who would be the best band to play? And I said, well, the Fats Domino band, you know.
Yeah.
So I was able to wangle it together and pull all these guys into the studio, and we recorded Big Easy Boogie, which is one of my favorite albums. It's a CD and a DVD because I knew it was a start, so I decided I better film it. And it's called the Big Easy Boogie on my website, MitchWoods.com. You can find it.
Okay.
And it's one
We
of
can
my
find
favorite
you and follow you and see where you're going and
my
playing.
calendar on there.
Okay.
The whole thing. Yeah. So, anyways, that's one of my favorite things. And became friends with all the musicians through it. You know, not just play with them, but we became dear friends, which was really a wonderful thing.
Yeah, these musician type people, pretty cool. Pretty cool people.
They are cool people. They are cool people.
That is both of those were really wonderful stories. And I could really feel it when you're all, especially when you mentioned that you wrote the songs in the Fats Domino style. And well, yeah.
Yeah.
Who better best to be making that record with?
Yeah. And I got Dave Bartholomew to help produce it. He was Fats Domino's producer. You know, he just passed at 100 years old. Just passed away. So that was another incredible honor.
So what's next?
What's next?
What's next?
I'm starting to tour again now that the pandemic is, we don't know what the hell's going on.
Yes.
It's lightening up. So I'll be, I got a lot of good gigs coming up locally in June. I'm going to do Peace Town, Sebastopol, June
On my
8th.
calendar,
Okay,
June 8th.
good. June 8th. I'll be at Real-Authenitc Gardens in San Francisco on the 9th of June. It's a great venue, inside. Then I go to Utah Blues Festival. But then this summer I'm going to go to Europe. I'll play Beretta Soul Festival in Italy. And then we take the festival to Canary Islands for the first time. I've never been there. You know.
So a first,
Yeah.
wonderful.
And then I'll go to Norway to Newtonen Blues Blues Festival, which will be my third or fourth time playing there, which is a great festival.
So you got a great year ahead of
I
you.
got a good year ahead of me.
Great year of music ahead of them. It sounds wonderful. I don't know if I'll be able to get to all of those places, but I'll definitely
You get to
see you in
Sebastopol.
Easttown. That's right.
Yeah,
And so we can find you on MitchWood.com. Are you on social media at all?
absolutely. On Facebook, just look for Mitch Woods. You'll see me sitting in my red suit on the Cadillac.
Okay.
Find me.
Okay.
Instagram, Mitch Woods 88.
Okay. That's right, Mitch Wood in the 88s.
Yeah.
Okay.
Twitter, I'm on Twitter. You'll find me.
Okay, terrific. So we're going to celebrate you with the world. Do I have permission to do that?
Yes, you do.
Okay, terrific.
Thank you for doing it.
Oh my God, thank you so much for your time. I can't wait to dance a little bit more. Are you going back out there today?
Well, we'll see. I'm not scheduled, but you know, I know all these wonderful musicians, and I'm looking forward to seeing some of my friends play here today, and maybe they'll ask me to sit in. We'll see.
Alabama Mike's up there right now.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's a
thank
friend
you.
also.
Isn't that cool? Everywhere you go, you got some friends.
Yes,
We get by with a little help from our friends.
that's
I
it.
think there's a song out there like
That's
that.
a good song.
Hey, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Cheers, everybody.